is Q13 Fox News at 4.
Plus, there's a lot of advice out there about diet and exercise, but how much of it should you really pay attention to? We get answers from an expert next. What to eat, when to sleep, how much to exercise. You know, when it comes to our health, there's no shortage of advice online. But how much of it is really true? We are here to cut through the clutter. Dr. James Hardeman is a practicing physician and researcher with more than 30 years experience. He is here to tackle the top 5 health and diet myths. And I want to go through these one at a time. I'd also like to put them up on the screen. Let's go to myth 1. You should drink at least 8 glasses of water every day. Your thoughts?
Well, thanks, Matt. The brain has a sensitive thirst mechanism that basically tells us how much water to drink. If that's not impaired, then it just makes most sense for the body to decide rather than targeting an arbitrary number of glasses per day. Now, 2 quick points. One is that if you drink water before you eat to try to curb the appetite, and it's working for you, go ahead and go with it, even though it may not be proven. And the second point is that we humans evolved to basically drink one liquid, and that's water. So if we drink soda or fruit juices, it may fool the body into thinking that we're just taking in water and allow us to pack the pounds on more easily.
So if you pass on the sugary drinks and replace it with water, you may end up losing some weight that way.
Absolutely.
But don't force yourself to drink 8 glasses per day.
Correct.
Okay, let's go to myth number 2. Eating before bedtime puts on more fat than eating earlier in the day. Your thought?
Weight gain, weight loss, weight maintenance are all totally dependent on intake and output of calories. So if you eat too much and exercise too little, you're going to gain weight, and it just doesn't matter what time of day you do it.
Okay, myth number 3. Certain fat-burning foods will help you lose weight and stay lean. I've heard this before.
Well, all food has calories, and while there is an energy requirement to metabolizing the food we eat, it's always a net gain. There is no food that burns more than you take in, and likewise dietary supplements won't do that. There is, however, a reliable way to burn calories, and that is activity.
So be active. Now, I once heard that eating celery, you'll actually burn more calories through the process of chewing and digestion than you will actually be taking in through the celery. Your thought?
Well, that could be an exception, because there is some caloric expenditure for minimal calories.
All right. Myth number 4, you should take your vitamins every day. It's a must. Your thought?
Well, this is more of a semi-myth. We do need to ingest vitamins, but not necessarily in pill form. What we're discussing here is dietary supplements, about which we should be skeptical, because they're not regulated that closely. They don't have burden of proof to show either safety or effectiveness. Now, it's useful to divide them into 2 groups, one the vitamin group and one the non-vitamins, which include botanicals and amino acids, other compounds that we don't need, but people use for alleged health benefit. That second group is really equal to putting largely untested, loosely regulated chemicals into your body. It just doesn't make common sense, and I neither recommend nor take them. The vitamins, though, are a different story, because our bodies do need them. But if you eat a normal diet, generally you get enough vitamins, and taking extra ones haven't been shown to be of benefit. So I guess the best advice is that if you want to take more vitamins, ditch the pills and eat more fruits and vegetables.
But a multivitamin a day, has it been proven to help?
It's not been proven, although I don't think most doctors would argue with patients taking that, and I must admit that I take one myself.
Okay. Interesting. Myth number 5, heavy or overweight people cannot be healthy.
Well, I think that the best option health-wise is to be at your ideal body weight, but if you just can't, you should do 3 things. Number 1, exercise. It helps overweight people too. Number 2, eat a healthy diet. And number 3, look out for and treat, if present, high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol. If you do these 3 things and you're overweight, you could just be healthier than a thin person who doesn't.
It comes down to the basics. Dr. Hardeman, thanks so much.
Thank you, Matt.
Marnie, back to you.